I'm back. I'm not sure if this audio is a little loud or not. I'm gonna smudge it down a bit. Okay. But yes, there has been a change on Sunday game from Outer Worlds to Fate Extra, because and drink some water. Yeah, because I heard only a few weeks ago that there was a delay. Like yesterday? No, maybe 2 or 3 days ago. I heard there was a delay that was announced like 2 or 3 weeks back. I know that sounds weird because I got 2s and 3s everywhere, but that's what it is. And so yeah, I am going to play Fate Extra and Fate CCC. Why? I was so looking forward to Fate Records. The other thing about Fate Records I really want to play was because I never actually finished Fate Extra, not even one round, because I just got lazy. So when I'm playing this game, one thing is, I don't give a fuck, I'm gonna save state, and two is I'm gonna play it in easy mode because I want to finish the story for once. We're playing it in easy mode. But yeah, that's the reason why I switched up my games, my Sunday games. Anyway, here we go, Fate Extra, all over again. I don't know how many times I've seen this intro scene, so if it sounds I'm a little bit tired in the intro tutorial stuff, it's because I am, and I know this game is super fucking rocks as a paper game. Anyway, here we go. It's a bright sunny morning. The air is filled with the joyful laughter of students. There's more activity than normal in front of the school gate. A crowd is forming as students are being called over. I wonder what's going on. When I peer into the center of the hubbub, hubbub, I see my friend and student council president Issei Ryudo. Good morning. Lovely weather we're having, don't you think? Why do you look so surprised? We announced at last week's assembly that this month the student council would strictly enforce school rules. I have been tasked with performing inspections to ensure students are in compliance with school rules. Now it goes without saying that everyone is subject to inspections, even old friends. Now then, uniform inspection time. Collar, check. Pants, hems, check. And your socks, check. Next is the contents of your bag. Notebooks, textbooks, pencil box, not even a whiff of contraband. So strict, he'd say. Your nails are evenly cut and your haircut is sensible. Checking my nails? What the fuck? Bro, privacy. Indeed, quite remarkable. You're a model Tsukumihara Academy student. Someone like you ought to consider further in student government. You'd be perfect for it. Oh, but I never tried to coerce you into joining the student council. We aren't like that. Now then, off to your classroom. Enjoy your day. Before I can reply, Mr. Delinquent Student Council. Oh, it is Mr. Delinquent. I was like, what the Anyway. Before I can reply, Mr. Delinquent Student Council President is on to the next student's inspection. Hungry for gossip on their way to their classrooms, the students jabber about the inspections. Things are always so gently bustling in the morning. Another peaceful beginning to another peaceful day. So you thought, but it's never like that. Welcome and enjoy your stay at Tsukimihara Academy. I just wanted to try saying that once, just to see how corny it would sound. If you continue right, you'll find the archery range, but you should head for the student building now. The classroom on the second floor, right? If you don't get to your classroom soon, you will not incite Tiger's wrath. Archery range. A lingering scent in the air triggers in my thoughts of the soft, weightless structure. The archery range seems to be completely empty. The entrance is even closed up tight. I better hightail it back to the classroom. Room 2A is on the main building second floor. How nice of the game to tell me where to go. How wise like the character like sometimes running and sometimes not running on the joystick. So this was never a joystick problem, this was just a game problem? I always thought like my PSP joystick was busted and that's why the player would always like kind of do this weird freaking like moving in and out of the running thing. It's just shit. The side gate is closed, even I can't believe school I should exit at the main gate. Why? Why is there a secondary gate then? I love how they like make this game, the school, pretty much like a similar vein to how the school is in the main series when it first came out, because they soaked that on purpose. I have this weird feeling that I'm forgetting something. I just can't think of what it might be. Man, I must have a hole in my head. Maybe if I head back to my classroom. How does that help? Oh, isn't the archery range open? What is this archery range you speak of? Oh, that building over there to the right? What about it? Well, somebody left their stuff there, but whatever. I mean, from the first day, you know that there was some weird shit going on. Is it any machine? I can't reduce this all down. Ain't that shit. Oh man, I got to go to the bathroom before homework starts. My eyes are even starting to close. What? What does even that mean? What do you mean by eyes starting to close? Looks like a fire alarm. This is sound that makes me want to set it off. And you will get fined if you do that. Called the first year classroom seems truly the word of life. I wonder what's going on. What is happening to the first year students? This classroom feels totally lifeless. A lack of students just makes that feeling worse. Even though no one's around, the silence is so absolute that it's somewhere unnerved. There's no one in the first classroom. How is that normal? 4 days until the exam. Be sure to study your hardest. Sincerely, Kuchima. The door to the supply room is locked tight. Students are allowed to enter. Pause bathroom. I don't really want to go now. Hero's bathroom. I don't have the guts to walk in. It's not called guts, it's called content. This is the facility office. I don't really have any need or desire to talk to any of the teachers I should know. I woke up this morning with a splitting headache and I've been really forgetful of the place. Wasn't that a common theme? This is the faculty office. This is the nurse's office. I can feel the people inside, but I'm not quite sure how anyway. The door won't budge. The academy's garden is up ahead. It looks like it's under renovation, so only those involved in the process are allowed to go in. Whoops. Gotta get to the cafeteria. Better head to the classroom. Our classroom is 2A. Ring a bell? Nope, it does not ring a bell. Tsukimihara times Freebie Edition 1. The special feature will begin the day after tomorrow. Cracking the unsolved mysteries of Tsukimihara Academy. Don't miss it. This is the library, right? Yeah. Weird mechanical noises coming from inside. I check it out, but the door's locked. Did the game ever let me go to the third floor on the first day? No. I don't have any business on the third floor. I have to get to my class if the bell rings. No, it's too far. This is the shared locker for the classroom's use. It is stationary and supplies buried under a treasure trove of Miss Fujimura's junk. This is class 2C. Student council president Itsei is in class C, but he's not here now. He must be busy. I don't know. Anyone else here should probably leave. There's a lot of athletes here, so it's a little overwhelming. As noisy as usual, I'd rather not be noticed, so I better hightail out of here. Well, to my room it is. And the first day begins. As I enter class, I see Mato with a bunch of girls. Why he's so popular is a mystery. Hey, when did you show up? You're so quiet down that I don't even notice you. Wait, this game had... Does this game always had voiceovers? Even though we've been friends since our freshman year, right? Anyway, don't sweat the fact that you're as boring as dirt. It's not like you can help it. Actually, if it's dubbed, I'm not gonna... Like, if there's a voiceover, I'm gonna put over. I'm just gonna... You read the dubs! You read the subs, I mean. It's a little early for so much abuse, but it's Shinji Mato. It can't be helped. His arrogance is almost palatable. I don't know what he's saying, but it makes all the girls squeal with joy. Actually, let me rephrase. His popularity isn't so much of a mystery as it is unnatural. Oh, now you decide to not talk? I was just doing a little math tutoring. This stuff's beyond easy for me anyway. Wait a second. Hey, Mato, isn't the answer to this question totally wrong in every way? I'm the one who solved that. There's no way it could be wrong. But look at this. Since when did 2 plus 2 equal 5? I never make such a stupid mistake. It's all your fault. You're the idiots here, not me. As Shinji raises his voice, the girls all panic and run back to their desks. I hate dealing with the... What? Proletariat. Especially when they think they're my equal. It's really pathetic that these worms don't know their place. That's why I like you so much. Even though you're boring, you know you're not to steal my thunder. You're the ultimate sidekick. Shinji flashes me a smile. It's weird how I never take offense at the way he talks to me. But some strange twist of fate, Shinji, Mato, and I are friends. How we became friends was, I can't quite remember how it happened. I want to say we met in springtime. The bell for the class rings as I try to recollect. And who should fly through the door but our homeroom teacher, the OG Fujimura. Phew, I made it. Good morning, every... And that. Miss Fujimura trips, falling painfully onto the floor. As she lands, her head strikes the corner of the platform in front of the classroom. The classroom goes dead silent. Every student's attention is focused on the same thing. How is she not dead? Again, how does she manage to trip in the same place every time? Listen, you, this isn't the time to be making stupid jokes. You're right, she isn't moving. Did she get knocked out or something? A few brave students get out of their seats and crowd around the still traumatized Fujimura. Hey, Miss Fujimura. Miss Fujimura, are you okay? What? Huh? What's wrong, everyone? Hey, class is about to start, so get back to your seats pronto. Miss Fujimura jumps to her feet as if nothing happened. It's almost as if the memory of her sudden and violent trip to the floor was totally erased. As this happens all the time, no one seems to notice or care enough to say anything. That will cause a concussion for the ages. No one gives a thought of how odd it is for this to happen every single day. The scene playing out before me seems to never change from day to day. How is this? How is this? How is this? Same exact lessons. Might want to bump it up still. About this much. The exact same subject, the exact same content. The game is a bit loud, isn't it? So I'll turn up the game a bit. Then crank my voice up a bit. Today we're going to study the biography of Dr. Peaceman, a talented physician who Miss Fujimura is conducting classroom today the same way she does every day. Getting bots. Hold up. Cool. Spam. Should be spam. Delete. Bam. You may not know, but when I was young, an unknown pathogen was the cause of a serious epidemic. In fact, our outbreaks were common, but now most illnesses are cured using nanothingimajigs. And FYI, I'm still young. This will be on the test, so be sure you don't forget it. I mean it. What does you being young got to do with anything? Her ensuing laughter stops short at her eye, which seems deadly serious. Just as everyone is about to call Miss Fujimura out, the bell signaling the end of class rings. Alright, that's all for today. Hold on, let me bump up that bit as well. Be sure to study hard tonight, and don't forget those important points I told you about. Man, the battery for my lapel mic is so weird sometimes. I have no idea where the logic lies. That would be a place for the game volume, I think. Well, that makes my volume a little too small currently. And something's clipping. About this much, 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 about this much. Okay, I think that's better. You know exactly what your role in life is, and you stay there. Well, catch you later. See you in classroom. This fucker. He's This is where Shinji sits. Shinji's desk is disturbingly organized, a reflection of his obsessively compulsive personality. Or has OCD. I hate wearing uniforms. I should have gone somewhere that lets you wear regular clothes. What? I'd kill to be able to wear the black uniform of a student council like you. I guess the journalism club's been busy. I mean, with all the weird stuff happening. I'm in the journalism club? Weird stuff? Recently, a lot of students have been getting hurt. Rumors that there's a slasher on campus. I'm in the journalism club? Huh? You're not a member? You're always talking in the hallway with the editor-in-chief. It seems kind of pathetic to just head straight home after school. I should go to club. There's nothing pathetic about that. I hate it after school stuff. I just want to go home. Who the fuck wants to do stuff after school? Guys always involved in the time to clean. Guys always involved first. The lines they can't get out of the house. I think I might know why my volume is so weird. I might need to fix that this week. Anyway. Hey, the editor-in-chief of the journalism club was calling a general meeting. You better go. The editor-in-chief of the school newspaper is calling for you. You better go talk to her. I don't want to talk to her. My mic volume has been having very stupid inconsistencies in terms of volume, and I think I know why, and it's probably because of my fault, but no one else, and it's not this mic's fault, it's my fault for putting in a magnet at a weird place, so I'm just gonna quickly do some fiddling about. Give me 2 seconds. I need a tweezer. I think this pen probably goes out. One. Let me put the lapel clip back on. The other way. The spring tool. this. Okay. No, that's got like no spring action if I put it that way. That must be. But it doesn't go in this way at all, the spring. What the f... Spring only goes in this way. I don't think this looks right. What the fuck? But like... I'm so confused. Oh, it's like this, okay. Oh, it's like this, okay. There we go. That is so loud. I need to like, how did I really need to get back onto it. Now I'm clicking everywhere. I really need to get back onto 3D printing as well. I've got so much things that I want to do, but there's not enough time to like new learn things or like scratch up on my old knowledge and stuff like that. Huh? I really wish I was dating Cindy's sister. She's that cute girl in the nurse's office. And we'd get married and she'd feed me and I'd wake up to her every day. Squeak! With the thought of Shinji being my brother-in-law, if only they weren't related. What's going on? More drama? The school newspaper has been so busy these days, there's a lot of weird rumors to check out. Oh, hi, these three. Look who's here. It's the newspaper club's ace. Got any leaks? What? Did you forget you have to write an unsolved mysteries of Tsukimihara article? Come on, I told you yesterday there isn't very much time left before the deadline. Well, whatever. Your work's always good, so I'll leave this in your capable hands. That's just called shifting the blame. Geez, my benevolence is like the Black Panther running around. Yes, that doesn't make sense. So that's that. I've done some of investigating. It's your job to do the rest. Don't look so surprised. There's a method to my madness. Okay, so about the first preview edition, the one called Gateway to the Paranormal. So listen, there's supposedly an entrance in the spirit world at the rear end of the archery range. One time a male student got bullied and was told to pick up trash there and vanished. Everyone is totally convinced that there's paranormal activity going on back there. Isn't that scary? I mean ridiculous? Anyway, go sniff out the truth. Leave no stone unturned. Your nose and eyes are the tools of the trade for a journalist. Got it? You're the mysterious one. Your reply should be, yes ma'am. Alright, up to it. She didn't really care about me saying that, did she? We're counting on you to unravel the mysteries of Tsukimihara. Like this editor-in-chief always says, you can't avert your eyes from the life's mysteries. You heard what the editor-in-chief has to say. Hurry and solve the mysteries of the paranormal gate. Tell the truth. That story is really scary. Someone's at least honest about it. It's the archery range, alright. The archery range. Some students know things to investigate. Whatever. That's so weird. I tried to go to the library before the exams, but I can't go in. I wonder why. Old games not having cameras. This is why I so wanted records back. Entrance to the spirit world? Maybe Tiger, Miss Fujimura knows. Fujimura, the archery club advisor, knows. If you ask me, Tiger's probably at the archery range right now. She's the advisor. This is fine. I don't know much about the upperclassmen. Hey, have you noticed how that girl in the nurse's office wears long sleeves even in the summer? Yeah, she's always wearing that long jacket. Could it be because her older brother bullies her? Yeah, she's always wearing that long jacket. Could it be because her older brother bullies her? Another upperclassman seems to adore curry. What? None of the upperclassmen seem to adore curry. How do you know that just by looking at them? They gape at me, the underclassmen, some sort of exotic creatures. Maybe you are an exotic creature, that's why you're MC. This is the multimedia room. Movie club, movie screening schedule. This week's movie, The Great Pirate Stronghold, Chronicle of the South Seas. It sounds like an action-adventure movie. I might want to see it. Ugh, got so much junk on my desk. Rain or shine, the student council president is at the main gate. Gotta tip a hat to that. Yeah, or pull the stick out of his butt so he can walk away. He's not a bad guy overall, though. Nope, to the roof. Sandalo. Wait a sec. Is Nurse Sakura really Shinji Mato's little sister? Where did you get that idea? They don't look anything alike. Huh? She's not? I'm not really sure. I feel for her though. It's not like she's the topic of a million rumors. Plus, she has Shinji as her brother. If I was her, my diary would be longer than War and Peace. Do you actually keep a diary? How archaic. I never expected something like that from you. That's rude. What if she wants to keep a diary, huh? What's your problem about that? Ooh. Oh, was that the trigger? Out of the blue, a feeling that something was moving behind the door overcame me. As a rule, students aren't allowed inside the supply room. It must be rat or something. For some unknown reason, I find my eyes drawn to the door of the supply room when the door is suddenly and violently thrown open. Without a warning, a man appears from the shadows. Dressed in black, with a dour expression, this person in question is very intimidating. But that sense of intimidation is immediately replaced with extreme discomfort and unease. A sudden overwhelming sense of danger gives me goosebumps all over my body. His cold black stare sends chills down my spine as though he's marking me for death. For some reason, it feels as if he's deciding whether to break my neck or skin me alive.
リストにはない名前だが、確認は必要か。
begins to mutter under his breath while at the same time he reaches out with his right hand. The chills running down my spine gain intensely as waves of nausea and vertigo wash over me. I feel like a rabbit watching the wolf draw near. Maybe this isn't just raw terror. I think he's holding something that's making me feel this way.
構えもせんとはな。俺の勘も鈍ったものだ。確かにそろそろ休息の一つでも取るべきか。
The note of disgust in his voice is obviously as he slowly lowers his hand. The paralysis that seemed to take hold of me suddenly fade away. The man continues to look down on me with those dead eyes of his.
用具室への生徒の立ち入りは禁止されている。以後気をつけるように。
The campus is about to close. If you have nothing else to do, I advise you go home now.
まだ何か本日着任した教師のクズキだ。
The man who introduced himself as Mr. Kuzuki turns and heads back into the supply room. With that, the final bell begins to chime, signaling the end of the school day. Everything begins to progress as normal, as if nothing out of the ordinary happened, but I'm still sore and sick with sweat, an all too real reminder of what happened. Wonderful. We now have a teacher with obvious murderous intent teaching in our school. Wasn't his name Kuzuki? He seems not dangerous, but definitely merciless. Have you met the new student counselor Kuzuki? Talking about terrifying. He seems so cold. I didn't think he was a teacher at first. Just a glance of him made me shiver. Hey, Sakura. Oh, it's you, brother. I heard that you've been skipping out of the archery club morning practice lately. Why haven't you been showing up? And where did you get off taking a break without my say-so? But I get it now. You've been going to their house again, haven't you? Yes, I've been going to there, but I just wanted to help him. Let me guess, you felt you were obligated to, right? Jeez, why must you be so damn naive? Wait a sec, what was that just now? Anyways, if someone gets hurt, just leave them to suffer. Just do what I tell you and things will be a-okay. I mean, it seems like people get some kind of preserved thrill from getting in my way. To force one of my little sisters to miss valued practice time. That's not how it was at all. I wasn't forced to do anything. I wanted to help. Why don't you? Why is it so wrong to help those who need it? Isn't it the only fools and the weak who manage to get hurt themselves somehow? And why help anyone out? Will that person ever pay you back or help in return? Hey, you never know. Of course they won't. If you think they're otherwise, they're an idiot. I won't be used by anyone. It's better to treat others as a cattle. And isn't it time for you to admit to feeling the same way? But for me, that option, stop right there. I don't care what you have to say. Stop going to that house, Sakura. Got it? What a jerk. Oh, I mean, hi, can I help you with anything? If you ever start feeling unwell, please come by to the nurse's office. From the nurse's office, it seems many students are falling ill due to stress of exams. Please come to the nurse's office if you're feeling ill or are injured. The fact all of this interaction was there, so it makes it feel like fate. Stay night. In the interest of the spirit, well, no clue, mate. Maybe you should ask the archery club advisor Fujima. You want to know where Tiger is? Wouldn't she be at the archery range or something? Yeah, like all this set up to make the game feel like as if it was like a fake stay night extension thing was crazy at the time. The priest from the neighborhood chapel has been coming to school a lot lately. He's tall, dark, and handsome, mostly dark. The archery club. You caught me in the middle of cleaning. Those archery club kids don't even unstring their bows. The worst is when they leave their arrows stuck in the target mold. I usually make the kids do it, but there's no club activities leading to the exam, so I'm doing it. Huh? An entrance to Spirit World? That's just a rumor, it's not real. Exams are right around the corner, so don't waste your time on stuff like that. Go home, shoo-shoo. What appears in the archery range isn't an entrance to the Spirit World, but to Miss Fujimoto. Well, I can't say I'm surprised that she's behind one of the Tsukimi-Hara's mysteries, so it's fitting. I'll report this tomorrow so I can go home now if I want. The day will pass if you go home. I'll get through the main intro and then... Wait, main intro is 3 days, not 2 days? As I walk into the class, the girls that normally flock around Shinji and Mato aren't there. Shinji seems to be in a bad mood today. He's usually pros of girls is keeping their distance. Is it per se? I'll ask him if something happened. What? Like, I'll tell you if anything happened to me, which I didn't happen, nothing at all. Hey, you know that Ice Queen Rin Tosaka? She thinks she's so much better than everyone else. At first I thought that she would be the only one who understood how lonely it is at the top. I tried talking to her yesterday, but I got nowhere. Maybe I just intimidated her or something. I might have lost a few points for getting violent, but girls who talk back to me get slapped. I never hook up with such a violent, stuck-up bitch like that, no matter how hot she is. This guy. Did you slap Rin? What a bitch. What a waste. She'd be perfect if she just kept her mouth shut. You agree with me, right? Looks like there's some tension between Shinji and Rin Tosaka. Knowing Shinji, he probably hit on her and got shot down. And why she'd take a shot at me? I thought she was going to spin star kick me. He continues whine under his breath and can only imagine how sleazy Shinji was being with her. Normally his super aggressive approach works, but obviously it didn't work to Rin Tosaka. Life's more interesting when it's a little shake-ups like this. As if on cue, Miss Fujimoto barges to the classroom as the bell sounds. Phew, I made a good morning every... Alright, there's an absence, and since there's no announcements, let's just start homeroom. Woo! As soon as she turns and reaches the chalk, she trips and falls as she always does. As she falls, her fingernails drag across the blackboard with horrifying sound. Ah, and thus another typically mundane day begins anew. Ah, the sound of chalk scrape. What is it? Blackboard scraping? And though the Great War had finally come to an end, regional conflict still persists. Despite the suffering of the previous generations, battles are still waged 30 years on. Standing behind the lectern today is school's newest teacher, Kazuki. Although he's supposed to be teaching maths, his lessons seem to have gone off on tangent. Now, instead of armies attacking in ever greater numbers being carried out by terrorists, in an attempt to suppress these terrorist groups. With that, the bell signaling the end of classroom sounds. And with the end of the day here, tension in the classroom drops immediately. Alright, let's end here today. Oh yes, before I forget, there's an announcement from the student councillor. Recently a rise in the number of slashing incidents has made the surrounding area dangerous. With that in mind, keep any detours to a minimum and head to home as quickly as possible. Get home quickly? Good advice, but I still have to finish a few assignments for the journalism club. Why I'm so gung-ho about investigating the school's 7 wonders is a mystery even to me, but it seems important for some reason. I have to turn in yesterday's report. I better go see the editor-in-chief this evening. You're investigating a story right now. Maybe I should join journalism club too. You probably shouldn't. This is my science, and inside there's a bunch of textbooks and Mr. What? Mr. Tittle's plushie? You bring plushies to school? That's cute. The editor-in-chief was confused. Being late on an article. Did you see the punk around? I mean Shinji, of course. Don't say that to his face, though. Get a gut, say that to his face. Someone needs to speak out. Strange things happen on campus. I wonder who comes up with all these rumors. Hey, guess what? I just passed this gorgeous girl on the stairs. Could she be a new student? What? I'm sure you're just talking about Rin Tosaka from Class B. Rin Tosaka? Never heard of her. You've really never heard of her? Pretty athletic, smart, classy. Or a stuck-up Miss Perfect who all the guys adore and all the girls despise. It would be unrealistic to call Rin Tosaka the most popular girl in the whole school. Are you pulling my leg? Girl, you're so dense you probably wouldn't feel it, but if I pull your leg anyway. Well, I'm not dense much. But she wasn't wearing a school uniform. She was wearing a red. How do you explain that? I don't know. I hadn't noticed. Huh? Maybe I'm remembering wrong. You would. Come on, let's hurry to our club. Yeah. Mr. Kuzuki, everyone says he's scary, but he's actually a good teacher. Hey, guess what? I heard about this from a friend of a friend, but... Huh? What is it? Miss Fujimura is living with one of the students here. Ew, you mean like romantically? But that's taboo. Even like the relationships, they try to replicate it. Yeah. Hello, finally, fellow journalist. How did it go to the case of archery range go? See, it was Miss Fujimura, the editor-in-chief, will want to hear about that. Good work on the investigation report, editor-in-chief. Oh, our club's nice. Did you find anything you think? Interesting, so it was Tiger. Of course there's no interest in the spirit world. Thanks to you, the article will be great. Are you ready for the next article assignment? The next unsolved mystery is, yesterday there was a girl dressed in red on the rooftop. Rumors about a little red rooftop are spreading. Go find out what that's all about. The journalist lets the news guide their feet to the rooftop. Isn't our school weird? I can't put my finger on it, but maybe it's the teachers or the classes. Like everything feels artificial somehow, huh? Wait, that would mean that... That's it, whoops, don't mind me, the crazy sometimes it comes out. That's when he realized that he's in a simulation. Take a little detour. For some strange reason, I feel there's a door here. What do you want? There's no door, but yes, there's a door. He is also waking up. For some reason, Shinji keeps messing with the door. I wonder what he's up to. That's weird. Why won't it open? What? You haven't left yet? Wait, don't tell me. No, never mind. Losers like you shouldn't be on campus right now. Who knows? You might get whacked by that killer. Hey, don't say I didn't warn you. What are you up to? Shut it, you. It won't mean anything to a nerd like you, but Wait, why am I explaining anything to you? Just get out of the hell away already. No, you can only choose one option. I'm pretty sure you can't leave if you've not done the search on the rooftop anyway. Don't girls get cold when they wear floaty skirts? I don't know. You should ask them. Yes, soon the time will come for you to pick a side in the nerd war. What was that? Was that a war that I would fight? Comic books are so much better than manga. That guy over there thought like big eyes and small mouths. What? What? Hehe, I love this manga. It's my favorite. Don't tell Tiger or I'll get confiscated. Or she'll confiscate it. Oh, that guy. And you're saying comics are better. You're like big eyes and small mouth. What a weird thing to say. You think a fly on the wall or the fly on me and pants is a better view? What? Why is this even called a fly in the first place? Ah, there was a reason to it, I forgot. Me? Living with a student? Ah, no. I'm his guardian, just his guardian. The child of one of my parents' friends had been living alone, so I've been helping out. Which means that I go over to his house, but not that I live with him. I don't, not at all. Hey, what's with that face? You don't believe your own teacher? You're a good kid. You don't even know what those bad kids mean by living together, right? And now your teacher needs to give those kids who are spreading rumors a little education guidance. You can see the target mound. The target's about 30 yards away. Is that like 16, 17 meters? Mihara Academy has much larger archery range than most other high schools do. The size goes to show what a big deal archery club is at Tsukimihara Academy. Okay, to the rooftop. The girl on the rooftop, she just happens to be out there right now. I saw her holding the key to the rooftop a moment ago. Itzy doesn't seem to care. Giggle, I see, it's going to be so easy now. The exam, I'm talking about the exam. She already knows something. Wasn't that this MC like dies or like reincarnates? I can't remember. Do you hear there was a murder near the school yesterday? A high school kid was killed. It happened on the way home. I live near there and now I'm scared to go home. To the rooftops. I turn the doorknob and the metal door opens silently on its hinges. As a rule, no one's allowed up on the roof, but I can see someone elongated shadows. The vibrant color set off by the settling of the sun is enough to take one's breath away. Under now the blood-red sky, a single girl looks out onto the town that spreads out below. Like a figure out of a painting, the girl seems to shine with the same red glow as the setting sun.
綺麗な夕日。ここにいる人たちは今そう捉えているんでしょうね。確かにとっても綺麗な光景だわ。けどまるで生きていない。口当たりのいい世界。約束された退屈な平穏。触れていくだけの未来。ここはまるでカリカチュアね。趣味の悪い絵が。見るだけ、残すだけの記録に一体何の価値があるんだか。
I'm not quite sure if that last statement was supposed to express disgust or disappointment. As she finishes speaking, a faint smile forms on the girl's lips as she slowly turns in my direction. Her unwavering gaze masks it. She seems like she can see things hidden to others. Her eyes seem to shine with an intensity that rivals that of the fiery red of the evening sky.
あら？システムサイドから警告ってわけ？ご苦労様ね。え？違うの？じゃあ NPC？ 何の関係もない NPC が来るなんて。ってことはやっぱりこの場所は外れだったのかしら。
Continued to mumble quietly to herself. The girl walks quickly as well. Wow, bleh.
まあいいわ。人目もないし、試すにはちょうどいいし。ちょっとあなた、そこ動かないで。
Unexpectedly, her finger reaches out and touches my cheek.
ちょっと、何これ？システムサイドからのブロックってこと？なるほど。他人への接触干渉は予選の規定違反ってわけね。
Mumbling to herself, the girl disappears without a trace. It's like no one was ever there at all. She vanished? There or not, her form has been undeniably burned into my mind. Oh, you're still here. It's almost time to leave school, so you should prepare to go home. What's wrong? You look pale. The sound of Ite's voice pulls me back to reality. I must look completely dazed and confused. Maybe I'm tired, or I'll talk with the editor-in-chief again tomorrow. In any case, I think the course of wisdom for now would be to go to home like Ite says. Yeah, I know, it's something the same thing. I enter the classroom. Once again, Shinji Mato in the seat next to me has a full house. I'm telling you, you don't have any talent. Give up before you look like a retard. So you know what he said to that? What did he say? We're dying, you know, tell us. This wuss gets all boo-hoo and he says, I'll keep practicing until I get better. I can at least get better than you who skips practice. Sorry I have to laugh. Anybody knows that you can't practice your way into being a genius. Actually, if he wants to practice something, he should practice not sounding like a tool. The guy's not a total maggot, but he's still trash that needs to find the garbage can. Haha, that moron. People aren't created equal. Even if people who are born above average can never reach the same heights as the naturally gifted. You must be so talented if you don't need practice, Mato. I feel bad for that kid. Trash can't help being trash. It should learn to stop dreaming about being something better. The bell rings and responds. The gaggle of girls shuffle off to their own seats. While we wait for the teacher to arrive, I get caught up on what Shinji had for some reason. Whether or not Shinji has an innate talent, I think it's pretty clear that I'm a nobody. A nobody with no goals. I mean, when I try to even think about the future, I get overwhelmed. As long as I keep plodding along, someday I'll reach my total average future, yay. That's what happens to everyone, right? But there are actually people who break the pattern? How? I have no idea. For me, today's just another ordinary day. Good morning, everyone. Suddenly, my heart accelerates, even beat painfully strong. It's as if my body's on high alert. I know it's not my reaction to Miss Fujiwara, no. Well, kids, this is a little out of the blue, but today I want to introduce you to a new friend. Tim, that blonde boy is the one who's causing my body's fight or flight instinct to prickle. Go on, Leo, introduce yourself. Huh? Well, Leo, you'll be attending school with these people, so I'm sure they'll like to know who you are. Steps forward and then in a louder voice says,
皆さん、僕の名はレオナルド・ビスタリオ・ハーウェイ。いずれ世界中の誰もが僕のことを知りますが、今はあなたたちの学友です。それでは皆さん、しばらくよろしくお願いします。
The classroom is silent. There aren't even any jabs at his eccentric manner of speaking or any coos over how pretty it is. Instead, the entire classroom is enthralled by his regal-bearing entrance. Even Shinji's words come to mind. This is what it means to be a different level. None of us plebs could ever hope to reach the level that this new kid lives on. It's not extending to call his very existence transfixing. Like a deer in headlights, we're immobilized by a presence far brighter than our own. His natural place is above us, looking down as our king. How did someone like him end up here? It must be a mistake. Anyway, everyone, please make Leo feel welcome. Then, Leo, if you would please take a seat. It looks like the third seat on the second row from the right is open. Will that be okay? Leo? Ah, you're addressing me. I see no reason not to allow you to call me Leo, as it didn't feel awkward to hear from you. If you have a chance, I'd very much like for a delightful woman like you to visit my country. What? Jeez, don't joke with your teacher. To your seat, Leo. I won't smack you since, well, that was kind of flattering of you to say that. Of course, appreciated your diplomacy, Miss Fujimura. And then the boy gave a kind of an easy smile that only kids can. That simple smile washed away the tension in the room, and people even began to smile themselves. I think he's not much of a king as a prince. He may be above us, but he also has a natural charisma that draws us up onto his level. However, it seems that there is at least one person in class whose mileage varies. I don't like him flirting with the teacher already. That arrogant little twerp. She's clearly not happy. If you have any questions, ask anyone in the classroom or myself. Come to me first. There's no need to be shy. Yes, understand. Yes, I understand. I'm pleased that I will be attending such a good school. Am I imagining things? Just for a second, I thought he shifted his attention towards me, not towards anyone else, not even Shinji, who's still bad-mouthing Leo, but to me alone. Yeah, I didn't know what a practically otherworldly person like him would notice bad me. A school day ended with nothing else interesting occurring. But that Leo, I can't shake the uneasiness he awoke in my heart. It feels like cogs somewhere have been misaligned. Now I'm just excited because for once something happened. Well, besides what happened yesterday. I should report yesterday's finding to the editor-in-chief. Seems like more and more people are staying home. Could that slasher room be true? Yeah, the editor-in-chief general's not calling for a general meeting. You better go. This guy always says the same thing. How does he know about the ins and outs of the journalism club? I don't have a headache. It's like static in my head. Maybe there's a cold going around. I hear a familiar voice as I walk down the hallway. It's coming from around the corner. And there you have it. To summarize, about 30% of participants have overcome the computer's brainwashing. These individuals now remember who they are. They're all class A magi. One girl in particular made a quick work of the brainwashing. You might say she's natural and therefore more adept magi who have been more sheltered. Unlike those domesticated sheep, she's a wild mufflon, stronger, rarer, wilder. She could even bear to put on the school's uniform the other sheep mindlessly wear. As novel as that girl's wildness is, wild things end up in cages. Still keep your distance and your guard up. The voice coming from in front of the supply room is none other than of a teacher, Kuzuki. You're speaking politely, almost reverently, however. Miss Rin Tosaka, the highways in Asia have voiced the same concerns regarding her. She's the daughter of a noble family, which makes her unruly behavior even more becoming. The voice that chimed in to join Kazuki is none other than the transfer student Leo's. Unlike in class, his voice held a childlike timidity. It seemed like Kazuki's words bothered him. That's simply just, she's a failure like the other dropouts, and so she's below your concern. There's nothing in the world that doesn't concern me, teacher. More importantly, I wonder what a domesticated being like me can learn from her wild bravery. There is nothing, because you are already perfect. Anything you lack is something the world itself lacks. It was a joke. It's been a while since I've been scolded. I think I enjoy it coming from you. In any case, I'll heed your warning about her. So are there any other important things happening? It's worthy noting the assassins sent by those alchemists. I have yet to confirm anything, but I doubt they're lurking about. I don't believe I've ever seen how an alchemist fights. Their charms or their symbols, rather, are quite unusual. We have the opportunity now, aren't you curious, teacher? Wait until I have checked about this assassin first. Those are the only ones to watch out for. However, there are others with excellent abilities. A handful of others have passed the prelims besides Rin Tosaka. I don't see the rush. I think there's much to be learned from observing the school. I like to take my time and enjoy, for instance, the beauty of things like the garden. They seem to employ quite their skilled gardener. You should see the garden too, Mr. Kusu. No, brother. I will respectfully decline. That ends my report. I see, too bad. Then if you need anything else, it'll be best if we have a little contact with each other as we can. It is usual for a teacher and a student to meet like this. I understand. Be careful. Yes, you too, brother. Following those words, they both disappear perfectly in sync with each other. I didn't understand what they were saying, but I get the feeling that I shouldn't have been listening. And they disappear. Like magic. Did you hear there was a murder here the day before yesterday? There's been a number of murders in the area recently. It's scary. What if this guy had to say? I can't remember. You scared me, bizarre out of me. What do you want? Actually, I'm glad you're here. The editor-in-chief asked me to investigate 7 wonders, but check this out. One that sticking me out of the Academy 7 wonders is a female ghost who wanders in the hallway. The ghost of a foreign girl wanders the 3rd floor. If you respond to her, she'll suck out your soul. Now that you know the details, go investigate it for me. You think I should just walk around the 3rd floor and do it my own? No way, I already can't handle paranormal stuff. If anyone can take on the case of the wandering ghost on the 3rd floor, it's you. Good luck. This guy. He could have had it all. So I was looking at the garden and caught my eye at a stranger, and then they vanished. Maybe it's just coincidence, but I've had a splitting headache ever since. What's up with that? What do you want, 2nd year? You could possibly... No way. Go home, kid. The area around the school hasn't been safe recently. This is another one that he remembers. Once school was over, all traces of humanity disappeared. The silence left behind was terrifying. Alone in the midst of this unnerving scene, I suddenly sense a strange presence nearby. It feels like there's someone standing right behind me, staring at the back of my head. It has to be my imagination. I hear no footsteps, no sounds, no breathing. I am alone here. And yet the feeling that I'm not alone persists. It must be kind of a hallucination of some kind. What should I do? If it is my imagination playing tricks on me, then nothing should be there if I turn around and look. So what should I do? Turn around! turn around, and of course there's no one. Here's what I wanted to say, however, standing there is what appears to be a very young girl. The young girl's appearance is definitely at odds with the surrounding campus. With its massive frills and hooped skirt, her dress is right out of the Victorian era. Combined with her porcelain-like skin, she looks like a child's doll come to life. It's kind of a relief, but the point is she doesn't seem like she's really alive. The girl doesn't move a muscle, just like a doll, just like a corpse, just like a painting, just like a rat. Her eyes full of sadness stare fixedly in my direction. Suddenly the figure begins to melt away as she slowly fades into nothing. The last things to disappear are her eyes. At that, the strange presence I felt fade away. There's nothing to indicate a girl was ever here. She must have been the source of all the wandering girl stories floating around the school. Bro just takes on that. He's like, yep, well that happened, rather than actually being scared as shit to that. Oh, Club says, did you find anything yesterday? What? Little red rooftop vanished before your eyes? If she disappeared, there isn't anything we can do about that. Nothing we can do? What's with the editor-in-chief's reaction? It's not right. I thought she'd say something like, hey, don't scare me like that. Actually, the problematic part is how nonchalant she is that a person disappeared. The next story will be Mystery of the Courtyard Chapel. The editor-in-chief keeps talking like nothing happened. She's already on to the next thing. Should I say something? Hey, did you know there's a chapel on campus, even though it isn't a mission school? It seems like the chapel has been there longer than the school. This is just a rumor, but they say it's haunted and magic rites are performed there. I'm sending you to investigate. The entrance to the courtyard is on the end of the right side of the first floor hallway. The editor-in-chief doesn't seem like herself today. What the heck, I feel queasy. So you're going to investigate the chapel and the garden next? It's very pretty out there with all the flowers. Leonard Hardway of the Western European plutocracy. Leonardo Bustario Hardway would be distinguished son of the Hardway plutocratic family. He's young, but soon he'll rule the world. So what is the Western European plutocrat doing here? So this guy already knows. I was at the arcade the other day and I saw Miss Fujimura there again. I think she lives there. I saw her there too. She won so many stuffed animals, it was like she was mustering an army. That's strange, even for here. Oh, it's you again. I don't have time to play like you obviously do. Go play reporter or whatever it is, friendless little geeks like you do instead of having a life. You're the one that who doesn't have a friend, mother. Okay, at least this guy has friends, that's why he's going around investigating. People are telling him stuff. Unlike you. Are you going to the garden? Keep your guard up, it's almost too quiet there. Lately I've been getting these crushing headaches at school. It's starting to freak me out. You too? Me too? Oh. Murder. Murder. Are these meant to be all NPCs or actual students? Like, people. So, like, because it took them out earlier. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, they're disappearing right before me. The man stands like a black stain, tainting the joyful, multicolored flower bed around him. It's the new teacher Kazuki. But the man standing in front of me isn't acting like a teacher by any stretch of imagination. The sick malignancy of overbearing aggression fills the air, and then scattered around him are dead bodies of students. Why did you come here? I'm certain I locked that door. I suppose I'll test you out. His thin lips hardly moved, but in the next instant, I bowed over as if struck by an invisible force. Chaotic thoughts bury my brain like endless grains of sand. What happened? Can I move my limbs? Seriously, what was that? Kazuki hasn't moved. No one else is nearby. Who? Why? How? My thoughts whirl. My heart races. I see what you are now. It isn't you, I suppose. His voice was quiet hiss, but I could hear everything he said. This man with cold, inscrutable eyes raised his palm towards me. When I come to, I collapsed in the garden. The garden is silent. There's not a trace of Kazuki or the corpses that have been here. I'm uninjured, though my body aches from laying on the hard ground. The cold sweat that covered me is gone too. Only piercing pain in my heart remains. Maybe it was the bad dream. I gulp air and attempt to stand. The ground seems to move under my feet. I'm delusional, of course. The ground isn't moving. I'll give my report to the editor-in-chief tomorrow and just go home for today. Man, dude just goes home after nearly dying. What a mood. Things you can do when you're a kid. When I enter the classroom this time, things are a bit different. Wow! Okay, then how do you solve this problem, Leo? In this case, you should substitute this for this and divide everything by x. This is the same simple equation that you used earlier. Well, you're right. Thank you, Leo. Unlike someone else, he helps out his classmates without displaying an ounce of condescension. And that someone is directing a nasty scowl towards the new kid. That bunch of brown-nosing idiots will suck up to anyone who's got bigger pea brains than theirs. Whatever. There's no skin off my back. People who are ugly inside are ugly on the outside too. It seems like that Shinji's gaggle of female admirers have migrated to Leo's desk. For once, Shinji's irritation is kind of understandable. I'll give him this. The brand is a real charity worker laying on the charm for those sorrows. He's desperate to appear smarter than me, but I'm the real smart one here. I see what he's doing. That dumb little kid doesn't know I'm onto him. Reacting to Shinji's voice, Leo glances this way. Leo's expression is inscrutable, but not hostile. What do you want? You want to go? After a few false starts, Shinji finally managed to squeeze that out in a low voice. I don't know if Leo heard, but he gets out of his seat. A recoil turns into noticeably flinch, with which Leo smiles kindly at it in response. Unlike Shinji's, Leo's gestures are filled with dignity. If I have unknowingly given you cause to be malicious, I would like to deeply apologize. Shinji Matua, is it? I'll be careful not to upset you in the future. His message firmly delivered, Leo returns to his seat. Soft voice bore no note of hostility or resentment. I know it's hard to believe, but maybe Leo wasn't upset. He knows when to bow down, a true authority it seems. I'm such a nice guy, I'll just accept his apology. Yeah, it's not like he ever pissed me off. After visually confirming that Leo is otherwise occupied, Shinji feigns calmness and leans back. Phew, I made it. Good morning, everyone. Whee! And that sound makes me cringe, no matter how many times I hear it. Everyone's desensitized to it for the most part. Even knowing that she'll jump to her feet in a few seconds, we should probably worry more. Man, was the intro to this game this long? Shinji still seems to be in a bad mood. It's obviously that he doesn't like Leo all that much. But with him, it's impossible to tell if he's really mad or just being cynical. Either way, it's just more of the same. Just like our homeroom teacher's daily dramatic entrance, and once again the day begins. Alrighty then, let's pick up where we left off. According to Dr. Peaceman's biography, during class I saw Leo smoke a little, but other than that, nothing exciting occurred. Today's just another boring day, as long as during boring days. Who here knows what amnesia is? It's a terrifying condition where an individual loses all of their memories. It's caused by brain damage, severe trauma, or even infections of one's muscus membranes. The section of the doctor's biography we just covered touches on this condition. The cure for such a scary condition is discovered by Dr. Peaceman. For that said, using amnesia as an excuse for forgetting your homework isn't going to fly. When I was young, a fair number of classmates were unscrupulous enough to try this. And before you get any ideas, I'm still young. In fact, I'm putting that back on to the test. I don't think you should be doing that on the test. And as per normal, Tiger's lecture starts to peter out. Just as a collective, this again starts to rise from the students. Miss Fujimura, without being acknowledged by the teacher, Leo suddenly rises to his feet. The tension in the classroom ratchets up immediately as all eyes focuses on Leo. The young boy surveys the room with a mysterious smile, taking in everyone's startled glances. Oh, and of course my fellow classmates. It is time for me to leave. We'll probably never meet again, so I wish you all well. What? My hit, the pain. And before I forget, Miss Fujimura, I think you're still young, even now. Just your presence is enough to remind me of the beauty of youth. You're a remarkable person. After what seemed to be a very slight bow, he immediately seems to disappear from the room. Alright then, let's continue. Please turn to page 86. And accompanied by the sound of flipping pages, the lesson goes on as if nothing had happened. Strange enough, like that in the middle of class, what a jackass. If you had to use the John, be a little more discreet, and that I have to leave crap? Seriously, isn't he supposed to be some kind of aristocrat or princeling or something? Of course, that's what just happened. It's impossible. A highly suspicious disappearance in the middle of class, and the teacher doesn't seem to care. No one in class says anything, and the class continues as if nothing strange has happened. It was the same dull, dreary scene as yesterday and the day before. This can't be natural. After Leo's exit from the class, the lesson continues unabated as if following a set script. Strange. This is definitely strange. It's as if the world took to it slightly everything within its losing sense of presence. My head feels like it's going to explode. The pain is making it hard to remember who I am. Wait, come to think of it. I mean, really, who am I? What is my name? How old am I? Where do I live? How many people are in my family? What was my life before I started attending the school? I can't remember anything. My memory has been completely erased somehow. How and why did this happen? That's right, the editor-in-chief of the journalism club. As the president of the journalism club, she should at least know my name. I know I have filled out something when I first joined the club. I'll ask her. Hopefully she'll be in her normal spot. Man, where is everyone? It's like a ghost town around here. Things are getting weird. Indeed, things are weird. That Leo guy, where in the heck did he go? I never thought he'd be the type to ditch class. Ow, my headache has gone from terrible to worse. I'm freaking out. What's with Leo all of a sudden? But after seeing that, I've had enough of this. Ugh, my head, it hurts. What is this blurriness? Good work on the investigation report to the editor-in-chief. So she's definitely NPC. By the way she reacts to all of this, she's just like, yep, things are normal. Oh, Club says, did you find out anything yesterday? The editor-in-chief is her usual cheery self. All I can think about is the pile of dead bodies I witnessed. No, I have to ask about myself. I'll ask her what my name is. Huh? Your name? Just look it up in the registry in the library. Yeah, the school registry, it has everyone's names. If I look at the school registry, it might jog my memories. I'll go to the library. The fact that she doesn't tell you. You don't look so hot. Are things getting fuzzy around the edges? Giggle. You're almost there. So she knows. Are you ready for the exam? It's almost there, but don't look at me if you need to study bury. A pleasant breeze blows in through the windows that overlook the garden. As I look into the garden, I see a female student standing in the center alone. She has a striking appearance with long purple hair, almond skin, and preternatural calm. It seems like she's meditating, her hands folded in a specific way, her eyes closed. I find that I can't stop looking at her. No one else seems to notice that she stands out dramatically. I start to feel uneasy about her. The girl's eyes snap open. Ah, my eyes. Suddenly a massive jolt rocks the school, causing me to stumble about uncontrollably. The building shakes with a thunderous roar. The source seems to be the girl in the garden. What the hell just happened? In the resulting confusion, my vision begins to distort. Dizziness, headaches, a sense of weightlessness. I close my eyes to keep from being overwhelmed. When I open my eyes again, everything is exactly as it should be, like nothing happened. However, the air is permeated with this seductively sweet scent. Also, the girl that was in the garden had already disappeared. Was everything that happened just an illusion? Or maybe, as I turn to leave, I see the girl from the garden walking towards me. That blast was meant to destroy everything in its range, but the score seems out enough. As she walks, she looks out the window and talks to herself as she goes by. She gives me a smile. Oh, so much text, so much to read. Ah, there she is again. I thought I had scared her away for good, but she's come back. I better not make any sudden moves or she'll just run away. Also, I'll let her speak first. However, she just continues to stare at me with an intensity that borders on terrifying. Maybe I should say something to her, but softly so as not to startle her. Maybe if I keep it back to her, I'll help a little. I'll just call her over my shoulder. I obviously can't see the look on the young girl's face, and all I sense is hesitation. Her voice matches her appearance, small and faint. In a hesitant, halting voice, she begins to speak. I'm Alice. I'm always here, so... She suddenly stopped talking. Thinking she disappeared again, I turn around only to see Alice still standing there. As I turn, she flinches a little and begins to fade away, and stops and starts staring at me. As our customary staring contest begins anew. I swear that I can see a faint smile on her face. She's still there, what do you mean? Hey mister, let's go have tea sometime together. So she's still there. Can I go to the rooftop to see Rin? No. Well, no one's in the schoolyard. Everyone's disappeared. The blur. Is there anyone on the first floor on the last day? I can't remember. Cafeteria still closed. My headaches aren't going away, and now there's this weird distortion clouding my vision. Hey, are you okay? Oh, here we go. Sakura. Oh, it's you, brother. I heard that you skipped archery practice again. What in the hell is wrong with you? I'm sorry, brother, but You've embarrassed me again. How many times must I repeat myself, Sakura? Are you stupid? I mean, if you keep listening to other instead of me... Wait. Did I call you my little sister? I don't have a sister. I mean, I always wanted one, but... Man, recently things have been kind of flaky. Ah! Damn it. What's with this weird feeling? Brother, you appear to be experiencing fatigue. Inserting apology text, error detected. Please maintain calm demeanor, brother. Please relax. Inserting reassurance text, error detected. What's up, Senji? Whatever is the matter, brother? Select the sister personality. Things will get worse if you don't decide, but any choice you make will be the wrong one. So why not totally lose it, brother? Calm down, down. What in the... What's going on, damn? Everything is going haywire. Brother, wait. Cease forward progress. Male relation construct. Brother. Sakura Mato's speech begins to skip and repeat, almost as if she's a malfunctioning robot. It's like she was reading from a script rather than engaging in a normal conversation. It wasn't the only incredible fleeing Shinji or the robotic Sakura that was going insane. Vertigo overcome me as the score starts to waver. Something strange is happening to the world. Brother, you appear experiencing fatigue. Error message, insert here. A faint voice can be heard coming from inside the chapel. I wonder if a service is being held now. But as I try to move closer to better hear the muffled voice, my body refused to cooperate. It's a water fountain. The pump water creates an Allen arc. Yo, Sakura disappeared. To the library. Time to remember that we don't exist. You want to see the registry of the names? It's on the bookshelf in the library, I think. I found it. Tsukimihara Academy Student Registry. Once I read through this, I should be able to remember everything about myself. I opened the book and began turning pages. Immediately, I noticed something terribly wrong. The pages are blank. Blank. Every single page was blank. I reached out for last year's student last year's school registry, and when I started flipping through the pages, blank, blank, blank. What is happening here? Who am I? And just what is this place? Nothing of importance here. This girl's gone. Everyone's gone. Oh, it's Leo. There's something wrong with this place, but more worrying is the fact I can't remember who I am. As I wander the campus, I see Leo walking down the hallway on the first floor. As a transfer student, I can't see why Leo would want to visit any of the freshmen. Also, there's nothing but dead end up ahead. I wonder what Leo is really up to. I suddenly have this weird feeling that someone or something's up ahead in the hallway. Who for some reason is examining the hallway at the wall at the end of the hallway with almost excessive interest. The attention to detail is quite impressive. Even the surrounding area is surprisingly substantial. If that is the case, this world is in some ways more real than the real world it represents. But that's just my opinion. How about you guys? What are your thoughts on this? In that moment, it feels like my heart skips a beat. Almost immediately, my blood pressure skyrockets along with my body temperature. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. My pulse is like an explosion in my ears as my blood races through my veins, and the reason is clear. Now Leo has turned to face me. I now know for sure he's talking to me, as there's nobody else present besides the two of us. Greetings, I believe this is the first time we've actually had a conversation. I don't feel any sense of hostility from Leo. In fact, his smile seems genuinely friendly. His smile has the same effect on me as the rising of the morning sun, warm and comforting. In addition to his smile, his presence is inviting and exclusive, and I find myself drawn to him. Oddly, my worries have vanished. All I can think of is doing as he says. Is that the only way to do? Oh my god, the text of this. My mind feels like it's in a haze. It's like Leo is controlling my thoughts in some way. Attending school wasn't half bad. I never had the opportunity to go to one before now. In that respect, this has been quite an interesting experience. However, time for fun has come to an end. I did not come here to play at being a student. No matter how enjoyable the detour, eventually one must return to their appointed path. For me, the time to do so has arrived. With those final words, Leo turns his back towards me, back on me. Farewell. No, that's not quite right. I don't think farewell would be inaccurate in this situation. For reasons I cannot explain, I have the distinct feeling that we'll see each other again. So I guess I should use more congenial see you later. Well, it's time for me to move on. I wish you the best of luck. With those final words, Leo disappears. It's like he ceased existence. One moment his hand on the wall, the next he's gone. The young man in front of me seems to disappear before my very eyes. I want to say reality rejected his existence in it, but it feels like it was the opposite, that he refused to be constrained by it. It wasn't any special ability that allowed him to do so, just a strength of will. With his departure, I feel as if a great weight is lifted from my very being. And rather than being cause for concern, it brings a fundamental question to mind. Who am I? If the question pops into my head, it begins to take on a life of its own, searing my brain. I investigate the wall that Leo disappeared through. It's just a concrete wall at the end of the hallway. About the only thing on this floor is dust, but I'm positive there must be something here because Leo walked through the wall. It would be so easy to turn around, go back down the hallway and pretend nothing happened. But there's still things I need to know, and no memories. That means I never had anywhere else to go but here, no place to return to. What was it that Leo said? No matter how enjoyable the detour, eventually one must return to their appointed path. That's what he said, didn't he? Then beyond this wall lies the appointed path and truth. That if I follow him, I'll learn the answers to my questions, even if those answers are painful. Ignorance is bliss. Do I have the fortitude to face the truth and accept it? I want to know. Something's different. Down to the floors and the walls, the school has changed in the very substance of its being. For some reason, reality cracking this way is intensely disturbing. This world around me is more real than painting, but not even as real as a sandcastle. I feel like it's so brittle I could tap it and the echo would shake this whole world. With a boring concrete wall once stood, now there's a doorway that I can freely walk through. There is an entrance, no an emergency exit, like the stairs to outside. It's not something of this world. I have no doubt the world the door leads to is utterly alien. Whatever awaits inside, whatever shape it takes, there's a certain sort of finality to seeing it. Ultimately, I have committed to this path. I bid farewell to the false world and take my first step along the appointed path. Hello there, very unsuspecting weird doll. Beyond the door seems to be a dismal looking scrapyard. Out in front of me is the smooth-skinned effigy while trying to figure out exactly what to do with it. Welcome, potential master. A voice comes out of nowhere. Is that meant to be a bow? That effigy with you is your sword and your shield for what lies ahead. It will move in response to your commands. Now then, please proceed. The truth that you seek lies ahead. The motivations of the owner of that voice worry me, but it's obvious I won't learn anything by standing here. Also, there's no longer a path which I can return. I have no choice but to head into the darkness with only this strange doll as protection. I made it. With the deepest depth of the world beyond the door. This place must be the goal I'm supposed to reach. At least that's what I thought. It's stifling the aura of purity that seems to act as a ward against corrupted soul who try to enter. The feeling is familiar. It has the feeling of a chapel where the spirits of the deceased will linger. Or still linger. Well, this guy failed. He couldn't beat the rock, paper, scissors. At first I didn't notice being overwhelmed by the grandeur of the room. But to one side a young man in a familiar uniform lying still on the ground. I call out to him, but there's no reply. I shake him in an attempt to wake him up when I notice he's stone cold. I go as pale as the corpse before me, and I can no longer think coherently. All I can do is stare in bewilderment. At this moment, the fallen effigy lying next to the male student comes to its feet with a clatter. Before I get a chance to make sense of what's going on, it suddenly twists around and comes right at me. Get away, weird doll. You fight my weird doll, you weird doll. So this part, I die, right? Like, I never win. fight, fight. Man, I don't even get to lay a hit on it. It just does a frickin' 3-turn skip and I die. Did it perfect on me, damn. You seem to be lacking as well. I didn't stand a chance against that thing. It seems I wasn't qualified to be here. Me? Qualification? That's right. I should know everything by now. The truth has to be here. But now, everything's going dark. I'm not even really scared. The only feeling that remains in me is regret. Even at the very end, I was unable to remember anything about myself. Someone, anyone, if you make it beyond here, please don't forget my name. And intro. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Yeah, title drum, yippee. Man, this game's so now that I just know everyone's every class's like true identity. His story has ended, but what about yours? Before you write your own story, choose the vessel of your power. Yeah, the intro character just dies, doesn't he? And we will start with Saber. I want to read the text. Saber Standard, a young woman clothed in crimson raiment with the mannerism of a man. This servant is best suited for novice players. Wait, is there actually... This servant is for players who want to use a variety of skills. This servant is for players who want to be challenged by facing adversity in battle. I have none of that. Let's go easy mode. Saber! I always awaken very abruptly. I don't even think I dream. Suddenly, I find myself walking to school. My headache worsens day by day until it finally buzzes in my head like an alarm. That day, a potent numbness. I wake up twice as fast as normal. I walk to the schoolyard. It's clear, a cloudiness, 7:30 a.m. But what season is it? When I try to recall what season it is, I started to get so dizzy I almost pass out. I may wind up back in bed if I let go and faint. For some time I have been embracing a rush of useless information. The normal stuff you'd see at school, like the hustle and bustle of classmates by the entrance, it hasn't changed. It hasn't changed. When I push the thought, my field of vision of fuzziness, today, there's a crowd of students milling in front of the school gate, and more are being directed that way. As to what's going on, there's a boy in black uniform. He's in front of the school gate. He's my friend, as I recall. He's Itsei Ryudo, as I recall. I remember from the first time when Itsei notices me looking at him, he pushes through the crowd. Good morning. Lovely weather we're having, don't you think? Why do you look so surprised? We announced last week assembly that this month the student council would strictly enforce school rules. He runs through his spiel as if this was the first time he'd ever disclosed the information. I already know this. I already know it. I already know what happens. What happened more than once. I'm seized by the heartache. I'm so dizzy I feel like I'm being forcibly logged out of my conscious. First, let me check your student ID. I shouldn't need to remind you, but it should be on you at all times. My login ID is being checked. It's so obvious now. I answer clearly to the questions that I usually make me go dizzy. I will go male. And I guess there is only one name to go with. Wait, is it Kishinami Hakuno? It's Kishinami Hakuno, right? Can I even... wait. I can't fit that. Is it not Kishinami Hakuno? What's the default? Wait. What's the... yeah, it is Kishinami. Does that fit? I guess it does. Or do I go Hakuno Kishinami because it's English? Cool. No. Ah. What's space? What the hell are my left and right bumpers on this? Wait. Should be mapped? Where are you? Whoops. Control mapping. Cancel. What? What were you mapped to? Kishinami. Does that fit? That doesn't fit. How do you... It doesn't fit either way, right? Nah. There is no way I can feel Kishinami Hakuno on this thing. I guess I'm just putting my name down. With a twist. Let's make it this. Whoops. So it at least makes some sort of fate reference. Please imprint nickname. Whoa. I guess I got a name to pick. I can't think of anything original. There we go. Great, there's no telling when an emergency might occur, and it will be helpful if you have your ID. I feel nauseous, and I know it has nothing to do with what I ate for breakfast this morning. I feel nauseous because of the world around me. It's repeating itself over and over, and that's making me sick. Now for the uniform inspection. Collar check, hands check, and your socks check. Woo, yeet. I want him to get out of my way. I want his repetition to stop. I push him aside and go forward. I'm not nice about it either. Next content of the bag. Your nails eventually cut insensible. Indeed, quite remarkable. You're a model Tsukimiya Academy student. He keeps on talking loudly, even though he's facing no one. I have a heartache. I'm shivering. I know one thing is for sure. This is wrong. This is not the school I know. It can't be. I have to go. I have to hurry and wake up, or else I'll be too late. But who am I awakening for? Okay, my voice. Oh my god, my throat's dying. My anxiety and heartaches are only getting worse. Afternoon arrives while I desperately try to find a way to escape this bizarre situation. As now the norm, my vision is overlaid with some kind of unnatural distortion, uneasiness, fertility, emptiness. I want someone to explain me the true nature behind all of these feelings. There must be a key somewhere, something that will have the answer to all of my questions. Okay, I'm gonna save. Wait, start. Is the start button meant something else as well? Why is the controller mapping so weird? Start, where's start? Start. No, those are, oh, because this game doesn't use start, it uses triangle for some dumb reason. Okay, I'm gonna quit here. Because that finally got through the intro part, and my throat's dying. So, yeah, Sunday streams are gonna be Fate Extra for a while. And I don't know if I'm gonna go back to Outer Worlds after. I probably should. It does seem like a good game, Outer Worlds. It's one of those games where there's a lot of choice, so like I'll spend a lot of time. But this at least game has a start and an end. Anyway, I will be back on Wednesday. Bye 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 bye.